There we go.
I'm like, what's going on?
So I
I
did
can't
that
do
whole
anything.
intro. Look, and I keep this stupid little note here that says unmute, and then I just forget to do it. So, all right, let's try this again. Hello, and welcome back to Month in Review on the Knives Fast channel. And guys, it is the month in review for February 2024. It was much better the first time around. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log TV, Choo Choo, and go check out our friend right here, Big Red EDC. Hello, sir. Now we can actually talk.
Oh no, sorry. I was Grom just like saved me because he asked a question. He's like, "Is tomorrow's really late?" And I'm like, "Oh God, what did I do?" So yeah, I put the wrong time on it. It is
Oh,
early. It's
I
early.
did
2
that. I
p.m.
did
It's
that.
early.
Yeah, I did that Monday. I made it 1 p.m. on Monday.
Oh,
And Tim B and a couple others, Tim S, Tim B. I think a couple of them got me. So yep.
yeah. Oh, it's a good thing. It's a good thing they keep.
Wow.
It's a good thing they keep me straight.
Yeah, all of us. And Rusty says I need a boomer sticker. That's funny. Jay Richard, here's the answer to the question. When Kubi dropped the Dust Devils on Kubi Shopping the first time, it was like another week before they shipped. I don't know why they do that, but once they actually hit the warehouse, they all go out really quick. What's happening is they've been shipped from China to here, and I just assume both times that if they put them up, they must be in the warehouse. But my guess is, and I'm just guessing, that they haven't quite hit the warehouse yet in Kentucky. That would be my guess.
Could
So
be.
hopefully it'll be pretty quick for you, man.
Could be.
Yeah, I think everybody the first round waited like an extra week or so before they shipped. I believe that's what it was. So yeah, I don't know why they put them up when they're not even in the warehouse yet, but it appears that's what they do. But you'll get them. You'll get them. So anyway, it is time for to look back at February, which seemed to have, I think I say this every month, sort of did that. February just was here and then it was gone. And we even got an extra day. So we got leap day and it still went just like that. And look, JB, we always do this. Our buddy Bluminati Ninja, Johnny, thanks, man, has given 5 memberships to the channel, 5 more pit crew members, and we will look and see who those are. I'm me. Hello, Grom. There you go, JB. Grom. No, wait, not Grom. Pedro, Real 210, Jay Richard, and Michael Morgan. I think most of you all, except maybe Real 210 and I'm me, have been members before. If you have not, send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. I am behind, but I'm working on getting the stickers out. I literally am just working constantly right now. I'm going out of town for a basketball game tomorrow, and then all next weekend I'm working college baseball Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's that time of year. So I'm working a regular, well, I was going to say 40-hour job, but it's more like 55. Plus, I do the other stuff on the side, plus the channel, plus the knife company, plus family. So I'm trying to keep up, but I'm a little behind. I'll get them out to you guys as soon as I can. So, but if you're new, definitely send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and I'll get you some channel stickers as soon as I can. How about that? Seems like a deal. Freak Show's almost done enough to eat lunch. Very cool. Well, I mean, yeah, it's 1 o'clock, so I guess that's not pretty cool that you're just now getting ready to eat lunch. All right, JB, it has been wild, and you got to go. Now no, SHOT Show was in January. Okay, so we already talked about that. But in 2 successive months, you've been to 2 crazy shows, SHOT Show and then Blade Show Texas. Whirlwind, I'm sure, one of which was more spent on the channel, and one of which was kind of focused on QSP. So how did that go for you? Was that pretty cool?
Oh, it was fun. It's always fun. I mean, you get to talk to. I mean, you talk to people for 2 days straight about knives. I mean, but yeah, it's
like you were having fun.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it was. I mean, I definitely went there to help David out at the table. So, like I said, I didn't know how much content I was going to get done, and when I got started thinking about it, I was like, David works a lot of these shows by himself. So if he gets some opportunities to get out and get away from it a little bit,
Right.
please do
Right.
so. I made it out a little bit. Got to see some
Well, that's
people,
good.
and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Very cool. Well, I forgot to do greetings here, so let's do that. Let's see who's here. I see Grom and Bluminati and Mike Jernak, and I'm me and Anasso. David, rule number 9. Mike Jernak. There's Big Red. We knew he was here, though. Foog Doozle, James Alton. Let's see. Who am I missing? Bluminati Ninja, of course. Jay Richard, see ya. Have a good day. Jim Miller is here. Oh, Father in the house. Hello, Tim. Hey, Andrew Hubbard. Good to see you. Hey, Tim B. Of course, he's here. Always here to help. And thank you for that, sir. Aries EDC is in the house. Hello. TR EDC. Tim, hello, sir. I don't know if I got everybody or not, but I'm trying. Knives Are Life. Hello. Rusty Knife Lover. Hello. Hey, Christopher. Yes, so a lot of people have been saying they're not getting notifications, Christopher, and I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Tim S and I were talking about that yesterday. He signed up for all the notifications, but he doesn't get them but about half the time. So I don't know. I think YouTube is just being YouTube.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sad because people want to get the notifications, but hey, B Shady, hey Tori. Yeah, unfortunately from our perspective, there's not a whole lot we can do about it except, make it happen and hope and pray that YouTube actually tells people it's happening. So working and listening. That's good, Andrew. Good. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get the pocket checks going, guys, and we'll read those, and then we'll talk a little bit more about, I don't know, February and March and April, and I don't know, whatever we decide to. Try unsubscribing and then resubscribing. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if YouTube likes that either.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell.
Who knows? Hey, Chef Rocky. Hey, Pedro. I don't know what I'm doing there. All right, what's Rusty got? He's got the Steel Capital P51 Hank, a mini sheepdog in 10V, Kaiser Roach, GEC 12 toothpick, Fisher Space Pen, and a Rovi Vaughn Aurora A1. Very cool, Rusty. And of course, Gon's got some purple stuff. Concord Grape Micarta TRM Shadow. That's very cool. Savivi Sendi. Is that's the Ben Peterson design? I think so. I've not seen that one. Yeah, it looks like a Spay blade, I think. Very cool. All right. Grom's got Sincut Sidious and a Ridge Runner Cinder Cone Trapper today. Very cool. Preparing for heat treating. Going to be listening. Very cool, Aries. Very cool. Glad you're here. Uncle Cow, shout out to Grumpy Grump for the major shout out last night. Very cool. Where is Grumpy? We need him in here too. Andrew with the Hinder XM18 Auto. Very cool. Aries EDC Rockhopper and a BRK Taskmaster for Red Friday. Very cool. Andrew, welcome. What's Tim B got there, Mr. JB? You see that?
Looks like the Aries EDC Tobiko. Lion Steel Dom and Ram Horn, Victorinox Classic SD, and an Olight i3T.
Yes, sir. And Christopher says my pockets are in the washing machine. I checked them, but I reckon they're soggy. That's very good. Yeah, gonna be kind of hard to check them when they're in there. Kubitidius, Buck 371, Tiny Sog, Falamov, EDC Mini Light, SNS, M&P Shield 9. What are you doing, JB? I saw some frustration there.
Oh, trying to flick a knife.
Oh,
the Hellfire.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, gotcha. Neil McKenzie, thank you. Channel member as well. Main Rollman and Rusty's I forgot to say channel members, but a lot. Christopher Wheeling, Rusty, a lot of you guys are. Thank you. Spyderco Manix XL, Kaiser Mini Roach, a Trevisa, I can't remember the name, and a Light Warrior from Main Roll Man. How about Jim Miller there, JB?
He's got the Red Friday Vosti Thunderbird, Finch Nightmare Shiv, Kubi/Tempest Dust Devil.
Very nice, sir. Jim is also a channel member. Anasa's got a LTK Result, a Finch Halo, Hatfield Warney Ohio River Jack, a Hatfield, a Warney Ohio River Jack, and typical EDC shenanigan. There you go. Very good. And Michael Morgan's a channel member. He's got a PM2 Micarta and S90V case Slimline Mahogany Bone in 1095. There's our buddy Mike Reese, JB. He's a channel member. What's he got?
2-Year Wrath and a Griffin Scout F3.
Nice. That sounds cool. There goes the chat. The Jump of Doom. Okay.
The jump is real.
Yeah. Deadlock TRM Nerd. Deadlock and TRM Nerd on my neck is a MKM Micro for Chef Rocky. Very cool on the Deadlock, man. Smith & Wesson. There you go. Gotcha. Let's see. How about David Iverson there? Or David Tooley. I'm sorry. I got my Davids mixed up.
Nice Fast Blue Tempest Jetstream, Stormtrooper Microburst, Mars Lava Carbon Fiber Lander, and a Parker Jotter.
Awesome, Kerry. Thank you for representing there, sir. Olight Warrior Mini QSP Penguin, Open Pro Jack Wolf Vampire Jack, Olight I5R, Finch Hatfield, and no Junkin Genius Hank. He left the house without a Hank, I guess. Oh, Father, hello, sir. Very cool. And David Tooley is a channel member. I forgot to say that. Hey, Crispy Donut. I might have something crispy and donutty sitting back here. I don't know. We might talk about that in a little bit. We'll do that. Yeah, shout out to Mrs. C and Mike. It's been kind of rough not seeing them in here, and I hope she's doing good. And hopefully things are getting back to some sort of. She had said, I thought, in one of my previous lives that was her last treatment, but it was not. I think she was confused and said that, but no, she's still got more treatments to go. So carrying my Kubi Tempest Dust Devil with the soft loops. Very cool, Rory. And that one's in red, I think. Very cool. What's Chad Addicted to Knives got there, JB?
Tucson TS436, Desert Warrior Pyrite, and a Veil Knives.
Veil, okay, yeah.
Veil Knives.
Had to read that again. All right, very cool. Hey there, Byron. Oh, yeah, guys, he's heading to the Spirit of the Blade. Very cool. Nice. Byron, enjoy, sir. Sounds like that'll be cool. All right, hello.
I wonder if is that like a custom show? Yeah.
I don't know. Byron, what kind of show is that? Hey, Chucky Cheetos. All right, there we go. I got one. Kathleen's got a microburst and a mini champ. Thank you, Kathleen. Glad you're here. Oh, dark mode activate. Okay. Is that what you're carrying, Crispy Donut? No, I'm kidding. I don't know what I missed there, but I miss everything.
I think that means lurking.
Lurking, gotcha. Tim B brings up, guys, don't forget this beauty right here is on Kickstarter right now. You've already seen a few reviews. Mine will be coming soon-ish. This is the Crispy Donut Community Outbreak in titanium with the sprinkles milled into it, but I think I know they have a version without the sprinkles if you prefer that. Yeah, very cool. Got a Tanta with a compound ground and a hollow, and this is in is it MagnaCut? Yep. I couldn't remember. I just unboxed it last night. You'd think I remember, but I don't. So JB's already reviewed this, right, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Or has that aired yet? I can't remember.
Oh yeah. It's been
okay. So if you guys want to check out a review, go check out his. I have not gotten that far yet. But this has about 30 days left on the Kickstarter, and they're about halfway. So they need some help. So send out the bat signal and give these guys some love. And I was waiting for that to happen, Tim. As a matter of fact, Maybe Ben might pop in for a couple minutes. We'll see. But the new Jack Wolf Gunslingers, the second round has been announced. Let's just go over here real quick. We'll just show what he's got here because I think it's fun. I assume you've already seen them, right, JB? I hope.
Well, I saw the email pop up. I hadn't looked. I haven't
Oh, you
even
hadn't.
looked yet.
Okay.
No, I
All
haven't
right,
looked yet.
let's see. Gun. Okay, Casey, where is it? Gunslinger. Good grief, I'm blind. But we already knew that. So let's look at the 5 versions real quick that are going to come up in the drop of these. Yeah, exactly, JB. So the Gunslinger is available on the 15th. That means if I go to my calendar here, let's just do this. Whoops. And I just threw stuff in the floor. No one is shocked by that. That means if we go to my calendar in March here,
2 weeks.
The
2 weeks.
11th, the 11th will be the night we have been on KF Live. We always do it the Monday before, so that is when we'll have them on. But if you want to look at these, it is basically the same knife as he released before, but you can see here we have fat carbon dark matter gold with a hand satin blade. And then we have the beautiful Nebula fat carbon with the normal satin. And then we have, look at this wood, JB.
That's the one. That's the one I was looking at.
That's what you were oohing about, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Desert ironwood. I guess it's desert. I mean, ironwood. But look at the patterning on that. That is just kooky. Beautiful indeed. Kind of a very classic look on a modern folder. And then this is the one because I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge purple fan, but the purple and black has just been, I love it. And this is Cosmic Purple Kieranite. And so that's pretty cool with DLC coating. And then this one, it came from out of the blue. This is a checkered titanium with blue accents. And I think that looks pretty dang sweet as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a closer look at that one.
Yeah, it's here, let me zoom it in a little bit more, even if I can. Let's see if I can. Nope, that's all I can do. Oh, wait a minute. What just happened?
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So it's got, and let me go to the picture. There we go. So it's like almost like reversed diamond plate, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like milled out rather than punched in.
The milling on that. Oh my goodness.
It is pretty sick. So that is awesome indeed. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, Michael, that's a good point. I've heard that about ironwood, that it's one of the best. B Shady, Ben and I already talked, and I picked the purple one because I have a laid back jack with the purple and black, and I thought it'd be cool to have a folder and a slip joint that match, even though they're a little different. One's resin and one's Kieranite. I thought it would be interesting to do that. So we talked earlier. Yeah. So very cool. What do you guys think? Which one kind of stands out to you?
Oh, ironwood all the way.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I think he's actually hit 5 really banging choices this time. But yeah, if you look at the patterning on that ironwood, it's I would like to see. I'm sure he'll put up a picture every time they do wood. He ends up putting a picture up of a bunch of them together, so you can see how they're different. Because I'm sure they don't all look quite that banded, but that's awesome. Yeah, he's calling it checkered tie, Andrew, but yeah, checkered, dimpled, whatever we want to call it. It's more dimpled than, it's raised. It looks like raised bumps. So that would be pretty cool for sure. Yeah, that's pretty, JB, for sure. I think there's 5.
I like that.
Yep. Purdy. All right. Well, I thought I would thank you, Tim, for throwing that up. And Pena Mulas are live. I wish the Mula was just slightly bigger and I would have one. If it was just like not even a whole lot bigger, I think I would get one. So I like that knife a lot. Hi, my journey. Don't stop believing. There you go. Hey, Ginger Fisher. All right, let's see. Where did I lay my? There it is. I lost my Dolica for a minute. JD with the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it happened night before last. So very, very cool to go over 17. That's it's been pretty fun. A kind of a crazy ride, to say the least. So thank you for that, sir. And thank you for your super chat. Stuff in your face, David. Very good. Very good. I like that. All right. So, JB, let's see. I don't know if you've picked out what you're carrying today, but we'll give you
Oh, yeah.
For me, I've got – go ahead.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely got to be the Hellfire.
It's red, and it's a Finch, and it's Friday. So that works.
Gotta be the Hellfire.
I don't know how much cutting you've done with that thing yet, but I got to tell you, dude. I was cutting a bunch. Yeah, it's good. I'm impressed. Now, I will say, and this is going to be in my review, and Spencer knows it, mine came with quite a bit of lock stick. And you know what's funny, JB? I was really worried about it. Because I wiped at the blade a little, the tang. I wiped at it a little bit with a cloth, and it did not help. And I'm like, wow. And then I said, wait a minute, you didn't use alcohol. So I just put some alcohol on a cloth and wiped it. There is zero stick. Yeah. Not just a little. There's no stick. And
mine had a little bit, but it was leaking oil quite a bit. So that's what I did.
Exactly. It was leaking oil. I actually thought about taking it apart, but I did not. And the other thing is, I put a little drop of KPL on the detent ball just to smooth it out a little bit, and you can see it's pretty dang smooth. This thing is very nice.
Mine needs a little. I think mine could use a little bit. I think I got oil or alcohol in because it was dropping. Yeah. So I need to juice it up.
Hard where you drip it out into the pivot, but
Mimo, it's 154.
Yep. Do you see JD's comment? JB, that Finch is ugly, bro. Why don't you send it to me and let me take care of that for you?
Well, you never know. There might be one of these showing up on the channel later this month.
Oh, there you go. JB throwing a little hint there. Mine's the white bone, and his is red carbon fiber. Is that what it is?
It's red. Yeah, it's red shred carbon fiber.
Red shred carbon fiber. So this is white voodoo bone, they call it.
I forget the name they actually gave it.
The red?
Yeah.
I don't remember either. But these drop next Friday, I believe.
Yeah, the 8th.
Yep, the 8th. So very cool.
Oh, what's it called now?
Where the red bone's at. They had a trouble with the dye on those reds, so I don't know. Hopefully we'll see some there you go, B Shady. Exactly. This is the first knife in my pocket today, is the Fractus silver lining version. I am going to carry a Fractus at least once a week, just because, I mean, I know it's my design, but I really, truly love this knife. So, yep. Can't wait to get these to you guys for sure. And then JB said something. You going to dye yours? Can you dye the bone, Jim? I mean, I guess you can, because they dye them. I don't know what kind of dye.
I think you'd have to dye it and then bake it, though.
Don't bake it. Okay. I don't know. I don't know anything about doing bone.
It's got to go through a certain drying process, I
would think so. Yeah, probably. And JB sent this guy. This is the Ramette Swordfish. So I'm carrying this guy today. Kind of starting to get used to it. The motion has to be pretty. I tried this kind of thing, and it doesn't really work. So you got to kind of get, but I can do this. It just has to be more deliberately not putting pressure down on, you know what I'm saying? So
I like that one so much more than I like the EXO.
I do too. And
it's The XO was blocky, and that one I like a lot
Well,
more.
and what I like about this and what's going to be in my reviews, when you're gripping this, you're putting even more pressure on that lock.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So you feel even more confident with this one, in my opinion, that it's not gonna. I know the other one locks, the XOM locks, but this is pretty cool, and I love the blade shape.
That's right. Father did dye an RCB, and it came out pretty well. So that's good. That's good.
Did you have to go through a drying process or anything, or did you just dye it?
I think he just dyed it actually. So that's. I think maybe for like the jig bones in one, it definitely takes a little bit longer because that's what they were having the issue with.
Right. Yeah, NASA, that's funny, man. I don't know. I don't. To be honest with you, I 90% sure these are legal in my state. I've read the laws in my state, and I've never seen anything about gravity knives. But I'm being careful.
Let's not talk about knife laws.
Yeah, I know.
They just got worse in Washington.
Got voted down, didn't it? Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Well, and now the term knives got lumped into another bill that was in the House, and if you can get arrested if you're carrying any type of knife in any transit station.
Nice.
That just passed.
That's crazy.
So yeah, the knife laws are getting
better over here. You got worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tim, did you just use RIT dye on it? Not legal in my state. Got you, Tim.
I'm pretty sure he did.
That's cool to know. I might have to try that. Just to see if I can get a light blue on this. I don't know. Because my only thing with white, look, I get it. It looks stunning. Don't get me wrong. The classy look of that is amazing. My thing with white is I use my knives and my hands are often grubby. So it's going to look grubby after a while with me. It just is. So I don't know. Darker color, it just won't. It'll show up a little bit better. Washington is unconstitutional. There you go. Grom, at least the. Oh, wait, where'd it go? That wasn't Grom. It was Ginger Fisher. At least the west side. Yeah, understood.
Unfortunately, the west. Well, listen, I won't get into that.
Yeah,
I won't get into that.
I'm trying to be careful too.
Yeah, I won't get into that.
Anytime we can call out, we're knife people, so we can call out knife laws that are dumb. I'm good with that.
And yes, Tim, it is time to leave the Pacific Northwest, but it's going to be a little while before that happens.
He's got a plan. He's just got to work it out.
Yeah, plans got to work.
Yep. Yeah, JD, thank you for letting me know, buddy. So I'll just go out my street and just do this for about an hour. Is that good? Should I just do that, JD? I was in Tennessee last week and I saw 2 or 3 people open carrying. Now you can technically do that in Virginia too, but open carrying a pistol.
Great. You can do that in Washington.
Yeah, but that's great. Very cool. Rory says the swordfish will be his first gravity knife. Very cool. Yeah, there is a little bit of, but you're just gonna have rattle with this kind of knife. It's just the way it is. But it's once you're locked up, nope. Just a tiny bit of wiggle, but not really anything. It's pretty. To be honest with you, JB, here's what I would say. Having seen several Barnette knives, this is impressive. This is like you went from
it's like you went from Rough Rider.
Basic,
no, yeah. You went from Rough Rider to Jack Wolf.
Yeah, pretty much. This is very impressive. This is next level for a company like Barnette. I just gave away on Monday night. I gave away the Wild Species. Really cool knife, but there's some little things that they're doing that they just, and we see this with a lot of companies. New companies, they start off, there's things they do that just don't make sense to us knife people. And then they start to get it, and this is a sign that they're getting it. I mean, it very much is. I could trace Kaiser through some of that. Kaiser had a lot of head scratching moments at the beginning.
Concept did. Bosty did.
Concept,
They all do. They all do when they start out.
So it's like very cool. No autos, gravities, or ballies allowed here. Gotcha. None of the fun stuff. Ooh, there you go. I might have something similar to that sitting over here, JB. There you go.
Aries is talking about his knives, so I had to. And dude, I'm gonna get this done and get it out. I'm sorry. It's just been. I've got stuff piled up here. I apologize.
Oh gosh, you want to talk about that, JB? This is what's sitting. Wait a minute. Let me add these two. This is what's sitting here to review, and I'm trying to prioritize the stuff that needs to get out for some reason first. So some of the other stuff is like lagging behind. I did get 3 Kaisers out earlier today and 2 Vostids out on Wednesday. And then I have a stack over here that's pass around knives that are next. But man, it's going out of town for a week kind of killed me.
I'm still getting through knives from SHOT Show. My goodness.
Yeah, I can only imagine. You've been out twice. I have not seen Ramette in my chat at least, but that would be cool. Casey, love the blue. Oh yeah, I've done that on G10, Rory, but I've never done it on bone, so I might have to try it. Go ahead, JB. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking I saw him one time in one of mine, but I can't swear to it.
So yeah, I mean Aries is doing cool stuff. He really is.
Oh yeah,
it's a nice little knife. It really, really is, and it's blue, so you gotta love it.
I like the stone. I like the stone wash on this one. Of course, it's red, so that helps. But I like the stone wash though.
Yeah, Rory's telling me to be careful so I don't get reported like you did in your own yard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't seen them in my streams, but that's cool that they do that in Bees stream. All right, well, we're just gonna talk some and have some fun, guys. We got about 30 minutes left. But JB, I was interested to hear. Now that I've done both. I've been at a blade show as Knives Fast, and I've been at a blade show trying to be both Knives Fast and Tempest. I wondered how it was like to you to be on the other side of the table. I know you've done it a little bit before, but how was it doing a whole show from the other side of the table?
Oh, I like it, honestly. I mean, it doesn't bode well for the channel because you're busy. I mean, you're busy and
very busy.
But it's fun. It's a lot of fun because, like when we're at, wherever, just doing the big red thing, you miss so many people, especially like in Atlanta because it's so much bigger, and you're just doing this.
Oh,
you never see people where at the table you could say, hey, I'm going to be at the QSP table. I'm going to be there most of the time. They can actually come up and see you. One of the cool things was I did get to go out and talk to a few people one time, came back, and there were a couple people waiting at the table, not to check out the knives, but to talk to me. And that was cool. So
yeah, that's cool. I had a real hard time last Blade Show Atlanta, trying to figure out which hat to wear at what times.
Yeah.
And so it was tough. So I don't know. We'll see if it goes any better this year. Trev's coming with me, and Freak Show will be there, and Mrs. Freak Show. So I'll have help. So hopefully I can get out from behind the table. But like you said, it's awesome to hear people come up looking for me, kind of thing. That's pretty crazy that we're even in that position. So pretty crazy. So yeah, and the bad news is that you guys won't be able to hear me anyway because my table's right beside Devo. So you'll just hear Kevin the whole time anyway. And you'll think, Casey sure is cussing a lot. Not me. But anyway, wear a dunce hat. Why would you do that? Oh my goodness. So, well, that's cool that you got to do that, though. I mean, I especially to help David out. He's such a good dude. And it's good to see. Sounds like had fun with some of the new knives and introducing them to
Mm-hmm.
folks. So that's great.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Very, very good.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for the vault to come out. It's
Oh
their new
wow!
crop.
Look at this, JB. I
What?
just got smacked in the face. Bam. Uh, yeah, but I'm a control freak, Jeremy, and you know that. But yes, I will do it. I will do it. I promise. I'm going to do a better job this year. Plus, to be very frank and honest, at this point in time, I don't even know what we're going to have to sell. We're going to sell some stuff, but mostly it's going to be me there showing new prototypes and stuff. So hopefully it won't feel as pressured because the sales thing was kind of what was making me nervous last time. So maybe it'll feel a little better to get up and move around. Oh, I know it's a fact. I know. Look, if you have been around KC at all and you don't know that I'm a control freak, then you're missing. you're missing. Yeah, there will definitely be Tempest swag on the table. I'm working on some new stuff. There will be new shirts coming soon and shirts that we'll be wearing. I'm working on a little some fun swag, if you will, that you guys will see soon. I'm not quite ready to show that off yet. But you'll see that very soon. Ashland's having fun, and we're doing some fun stuff. So very cool.
Oh, speaking of swag, I'm hoping sometime this weekend I'll get my 37 sticker contest out there. I just got to wait for Nelly so we can look at them and go through them and pick our top
Yeah, and I
three.
didn't get a chance to talk to Ashland about that. I got your message, but sorry.
It's all right. We got some pretty cool entries, and
I'll be
I
interested to see what people did.
I will I'll give you a little hint. There's one that it's definitely one of my favorites, and even if it doesn't get selected, it's probably still going to get made because I like it that much. Now he won't win the contest. You guys are going to vote on the contest, and the winner of that contest will get the package for sure that I'm putting together that I don't even know what it is. But there's going to get it there. I know there's one that's probably going to get made because it fits so well.
Either way, you're gonna do it. I got it. Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. It's going to be fun.
Gotcha. Very cool.
And if your submission doesn't make the top three, just know there's a lot of good ones out there. So just gotta say that.
I need to get some new Knives Fast stuff done at some point too, Tim. I just haven't had time, man. I got to do that for sure. We'll get something taken care of at some point. But yeah, very cool. But yeah, that's awesome. I look forward to seeing what people came up with. For 37, it kind of I started mulling it around in my head, and I'm like, what would I even do? So it'll be interesting to see.
There's some really good. There's some very good ones. There's some very good ones.
Good. That's awesome. Very cool.
Absolutely.
Cool. Wow, you guys are killing me in the chat. That's not good. Okay. Well, I was going to talk next about new knives that came in for February, whatever month we're talking about. And of course, you got to talk about the Dust Devils. I got two of them sitting here, so I don't have the Ultim one here right now. It's in the back, but there's the two that are still, as far as I know. Let's just look. Let's make sure they are still available. Which one you got there, JB? I couldn't see.
The red one.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
So there was an interesting moment this week. I actually kind of had some inside information, and I wasn't going to share it. But Kubi put up on their Facebook group. They're all sold out now. Good grief. You guys, that's awesome, man. Let's just show this. That's second time sellout. So very cool. They are gone. Both sorry to hear that for those of you that didn't get one, and grateful to hear it. Very cool. But what I was saying is they are doing a second run. It's already happening. They're doing a second run, and I was on the Facebook group, and somebody commented, man, that would really look good in some blue micarta. And Kubi replied, oh, we will have those. So there you go. So if you guys are interested, I suggested it, but hadn't gotten like a done deal, just a, hey, we'll look into that kind of thing. I hadn't gotten a done deal yet, but it seems that they are doing blue micarta and maybe some other, you never know. There might be some other new options as well. So blue was what I suggested. So it sounds like that is happening for sure. When's that coming, Jim? The premium pony stout. And
I don't remember.
Also the growler, the second run of growler V2s are coming, I think next week, I believe. So very cool. Oh, you sure that's what they meant? Interesting. Okay, well, anyway, trust me. I suggested the blue micarta and I on the second run of Dust Devils, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. So either way, I think whether I misunderstood them or not, I think it's going to happen.
I'm kind of surprised there wasn't one in the first run.
Yeah, me too. But
I'm glad there was red.
I don't have any control over it. So I don't know if I'd go as far as the NASO's going here. I am not an Ultim fanatic, but I actually like the texture they put on this. Ow. So I actually like the texture. There you go. You can see it there. Very nice texture. And I think it actually looks good in the see-through part of it. Like I said, if it was blue, if it was smoky gray, if it was red, if it was green, and I don't even like green. I think that's the only thing holding me back from loving Ultim, because it does feel good. It definitely has a really nice feel to it, but
So
it's just not my thing.
Some interesting stuff that I took away from Texas was, and I gotta ask David.
He might
have the guy's information, but he works in plastics, making different handle materials for knives, and he said Ultim, it won't take color. You know, it won't like fully take color. Maybe that's what he meant. That's why you're getting this yellow. That's why there's the translucence. That's why there's the smoky gray. And he did say it's inherently brittle. So whatever that means, take it for what you will.
I've thrown this one up against a tree and it didn't break yet. So I think I'm the worst. I tried to play tree stab in Troy, and all I do is like I can drop it into a stump, but if I try to throw it in a tree, I'll just clang. So I'm terrible at that. So I've done that with this black one and with the Ultim one. So far, I haven't broke either one of them. So that's funny. So, what? Paula Dean is doing what? What's she doing in here? So there's another sale Tim's talking about. Knife Joy has 50% off their entire stock of Hoback, including the Goliath is down to just over $100 in carbon fiber, which is crazy. They were way more than that to begin with. So that's quite a sale. The other thing that happened with Kubi, since we're talking about Kubi, that I think is still going on, JB, unless you know differently, is the D2 sale. A lot of you guys picked up some D2 knives. I still haven't done my final video on these, but if you want, you can go check out kubishopping.com, see what D2 knives are left, and you can either use one of two codes. You can use KC 37 LT for 37% off. Or if you want to, please use JB's, which is J or BR
37 ZH.
ZH. Usually
I don't know where they came from. ZH.
ZH. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know where they came from.
Yeah, I don't know where the LT came from either. So in mine, but there you go. So you guys go check those out. Really glad Kubi was doing that. It gave a lot of people an opportunity to get several knives. I noticed that several of you went and didn't just get one, you got 2 or 3, and it gives you an opportunity to try knives from different designers, which what I thought was cool about these two, for example, is this is Sharif's knife, the Momentum, and this is Colin Mason Pierre's from Devo Knives. And so you get a chance to sample. I mean, these were in the $20 range, guys. Very well-made knives. And D2 steel, especially coated, is fine and dandy, and it is a slicey, mean steel, in my opinion. But just, you know, the only knock I've ever made on D2 is that it can be corrosive. That's, you know, that's the only thing I've ever said negative. As far as a knife steel, hey, Ron Dobbins, what's up? It is definitely a good knife steel. It is a cutting, slicing steel. It just is. Hey, Palmer Connolly as well. Good to see you. Oh, very cool, Fook. Awesome. If you don't have a Momentum, get one. Great knife. I agree. And you guys know I'm not a huge front flipper guy, but this one is low profile enough and works well enough and doesn't come back and like rip my finger to shreds. And then the thumb studs are great. Just a really cool design by Sharif for sure.
They just sent me a couple more. They sent me a Bluff and
cool.
Yeah, I can't think of the other one. So
Bluff is a Bridgeport design, I believe, if I remember correctly. Another community member. Very cool. That is awesome.
It's a little stiff. It's a little stiff.
Oh, really?
It's their bar lock.
Oh, got you. I've not experienced the bar lock from them.
Yeah, it's a little stiff.
Very interesting.
So we'll have to see how it breaks in and what's going on with it. But yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Interesting that they sent you some more. That's cool. That's great. What about you? Anything else that came in? Obviously, I showed this earlier, but obviously my beautiful Aries EDC Rockhopper custom came in this month. Very cool little fixie. Kind of reminds me of Rusty's short round from Ron Steele Design. It's kind of that same kind of little bulldoggy knife, if you will. What else, JB? What you got?
Oh, Rosecraft.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm loving the Obed. The Obed Creek. Obed, however you say it.
Okay.
Obed. I don't know. I'm not Southern.
Obed is probably that.
I don't know. Obed. But oh my goodness.
One with the skull on it?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
But oh my goodness, that feels so good in hand. You got that one. And then of course you got the gun stock with the spade.
Yeah, I love the look of that one.
And then this is just an attention grabber. The Cane Creek with that layered G10.
If they would do that in some other color, I think I'd get one. I just not an orange guy.
Yeah, I'm not really either. And it's small. It's a smaller knife.
Beautiful. Yeah, it reminds me a bit of the size of that little GEC I have in blue.
Mm-hmm. And all three of them. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but the fit and finish on them are freaking crazy. They're awesome.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Savage Gunstock. Is that what that one's called? Savage
Creek. Yeah.
Pretty cool looking. That one. Is that what is the material?
I'm pretty sure it's micarta. I think it's micarta.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like polished micarta. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And it's polished, but it's got a little bit of stickiness to it.
Oh, good.
I mean, not super, but it's got a little bit of stickiness. Sticky.
Yeah. Tim O'Father was telling me that the Savage was his favorite of those. Very cool.
I'd have to say the Ovid is mine because it
Cool.
just, I mean, the way it cradles. Oh, yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Hey, Chicago, what's up? Yeah, whoever's driving addicted, drive safe. Good. Everybody be careful out there.
RCB would go to another steel. Yeah.
What are they? Yeah, what are they? They're D2.
They're all D2. They're all D2. Yeah. They're all D2.
Yeah, I would be lying if I didn't admit that the reason I haven't bought more Rosecraft slip joints is because of the D2, uncoated D2. And that's just me. And it's probably dumb because I have 1095 knives that are just as corrosive, if not more corrosive. So
Mimo asked me if I like the green. Yeah, I don't mind the darker green like that. Yeah, the darker green is good.
The green's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's probably just a stupid thing in my head, but if they went to something else, I would be all over some of those.
Just wait. I mean,
yeah. That's just me. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just giving my opinion. But that's
trust me, there's some stuff coming.
Good. I'm excited to hear that.
I'm not going to say too much, but trust me, they're listening. They're listening.
Yep. And, then you got, again, I just admitted, Tim, that it's probably all in my head. So it gets very humid here, and I have had a few. I've had some 1095 rust on me. I had to do some serious flitz work on a couple of D2 knives and a 1095. So I have had it, but again, I'm also down in the basement down here, and I store my knives in the basement, so maybe that doesn't work. But yeah, it's just definitely gotta be vigilant about keeping them clean.
Well, Artisan CGRB did some of the modern knives because they used RPM 9. I'm pretty sure they haven't disclosed who does the traditionals.
Nope. I don't think they have.
Yeah, I would love 14C too. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Be fine with me. Be fine with me. Very cool. Lots of people saying they haven't had problems with D2. So again, you guys know, probably just in my head. Hey, Kevin Smith. Hey, JD, welcome back. Hey,
well, I would
for a knife guy.
I always thought I would have more of a problem with it here in the Pacific Northwest, as wet as it is for 7 months out of the year. And I don't treat them a whole lot either.
Right. The only and again, beat blasted sometimes does worse. For example, the Kershaw Highball XL is D2, and that one rusted like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I hear just normal carrying, not really using it or getting it wet, just keeping it in the basement and carrying it. That one rusted real bad on me. I got some rust on my my little GEC that I was talking about, the 1095. But yeah, the main D2 one I had a problem with was that I had to take that Highball XL apart, and it had rust around the pivot of the blade, like around the circle. And I'm telling you, I never got the knife wet. I did not. So I get it. It's probably in my head or a bad experience or whatever, but it's just I'm just a little more picky about it. Put a little blade wax on. Very cool.
Yeah.
Grum, you're in the more humid areas this time of day. Yeah, I mean this time right now. How you doing today? Says Ron Dobbins. Very cool. I guess he's doing good. Seems to be doing good. He's not awake yet, though. Are you awake yet?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. I've already had my coffee, or I'd have my new Be Up cup here. Dude, that thing is awesome. I love that.
Cool. That's awesome. That sounds great. Very cool. That's another thing I got to do is I've been wanting to do some coffee mugs. Just haven't gotten around to them. I need to find the coffee mugs I like. So that's
the ones in the spring store are pretty much just your standard. I mean, that's the same way that Be Up cup is. It's just, it's a standard white coffee cup.
Right.
What are they? 10 ounce
I just like
or whatever.
A little bit bigger. Yeah, they're like 8 ounce, I think. Or something
yeah.
like
Well, I do too. I like the little bit chunkier handle, but it is what it is. That's what they got. So.
Oh no, I get it. Yep, it's all good. Not a big deal. I'm reading a couple of comments. I'm sorry. So, I'm trying to figure out what people are saying. So, what else did I want to cover? Knives that came in. Obviously, we're waiting on the Fractus guys. I'm waiting on news on the Fractus, and we're still shooting for May, June. At this point in time, I've got a couple prototypes being worked on with Kubi. Cannot wait to share those with you, but not quite. Oh, I mean, you've seen the renderings of the downdraft, and the other one is kind of remaining a surprise right now, so we'll see. Ale mug, 22 ounce. There you go.
There you go.
Ron, he's still releasing mini Sweeneys. He's got more mini Sweeneys coming out in the next week or so. I don't know when he's doing more Sweeneys. I do not know. More of the full size. There you go, Pedro. That works. Pedro wants a lot of coffee.
Yeah, sometimes I do too.
Yeah, me too. The downdraft, Jim, is on my Instagram. I can show it real quick. I've shown it a couple times, but I know everybody hasn't seen it. It was probably about a month ago that I showed it, something like that. But I post so much, it's been probably washed way down at this point because I got so many posts here. Good Lord, I can't even find it. I swear it's here. Maybe I went too far down. I bet I did. I'm trying. Give me a second. It'll be there, I swear. Wait, am I on Knives Fast? No, I'm on Tempest. Good Lord, I don't think it's been that long, KC. I'm bad at this. I really am. Well, I literally cannot find it.
While you're looking, I'm going to tell people
go for
something.
Yeah,
go for it. If you see the title for SKL tomorrow, which I did change the time on, it is 2 p.m. I went with muscle memory and put 10 p.m. on there before, so I'm sorry. Thank you, Grom. It's a play on words. It's not the word you think it is. And if you look at the actual, the symbols that I used, you can kind of read the word. So just put it that way. Because it says, we are going to have some effing fun today. But there's symbols in it. It's not the word you think it is. Just look at it and read it. Just read the word. It kind of give you a hint about what's going to go on tomorrow.
Wow, so. I'm very confused now. You did that on purpose.
Well, because I don't usually do stuff like that. I just don't.
Here it is.
I just don't do that.
Good Lord, man. I literally, it took me an hour and a half to find this, but I found it. And it wasn't like it was far down. I was on Reels, Instagram Reels instead of Instagram posts, if that makes any sense. So this is the downdraft. It is a bad picture apparently, but it is it'll be weave carbon fiber is one of the options. It'll be and it has jimping galore, and it is a deep hollow ground Warncliffe blade with a ginormous pivot. I exercised the pivot. I wanted exercise, made the pivot larger than usual because I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So there you go. So that is, for those that hadn't seen it, it's over there on the gram. I got a couple more renderings I can put up of it. So maybe I'll refresh and repost on that, and we'll go from there. So, yep. All right. So there's that. And yeah, no, there's definitely some Pinion family resemblance there, but all my knives are kind of in the same general, whatever the word is, range, if you will. Yeah. All right. Well, it's almost time to start wrapping up. So JB, you said that is the 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Yes, it is. It is an early one.
I will be doing a basketball game at Virginia Tech at that time, so I will not be on. Maybe for the first like 10 minutes or something. We'll see, because the game starts at 5:30, and usually we're sitting there picking our noses. I was going to say butts, but usually we're picking our noses for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then it's like bam, and then we're running around like crazy people. So,
What's up?
I'm reading some of the people trying to figure out your language. So
yeah, there's a couple of them that not quite.
Fondling, finching.
Finch February's over. I'll tell you that much. Finch February is over.
Oh man,
we did Finch February.
Frozecraft? No, I'm just kidding.
Frozecraft.
Just making stuff up now.
I think Ron wants a knife.
There you go. Ron, I'm not doing a pre-order on it yet. Nope, I'm waiting for the prototypes to get here, but I'll let you order it as soon as I can. But thank you for the awesome support. I've got several different variations of it in the works, so I cannot wait to see what they look like. But it will be a more budget-friendly knife. I have not decided whether I'm going. Yep, it's still Kubi. For most of my knives, it's going to be Kubi. I needed to go with Concept for the Fractus, just for what they can do, fit that knife, if that makes sense. They did a really good job too.
That's good.
There's a Jetstream on Urban EDC now. Kevin, is that right?
Jetstream.
Wow, they told me
on
they
Urban.
sold out of them before. You know what?
Yeah?
I actually think I know exactly what's happening. It's funny. Whatever quantity they get from you, Urban EDC, they take one of those and they send it to Everyday City Carry. And he does all of their videos and their like promotional photos and everything. And then I bet you he just sent his back. And they have one. If there's any now, it says sold out on mine. So maybe he's just saying he saw it that they had them. I got you. But yeah, no, they're sold out. Unless somebody already grabbed it. Yes, Tori, I know that. I'm trying not to use Best Tech, if I'm being honest, because Best Tech's prices are about $75 higher than pretty much anybody else. So I don't really want to just keep jacking my prices. Maybe I'm not going to say no. I've just noticed that the reason is, from what I understand, Best Tech doesn't actually do any of the work. They are not a manufacturer. They are farming the work to factories. So they're having to jack the pricing because they're not the ones doing the work. That's my understanding. So, but I'm not ruling it out. I'm just saying that's why I've avoided Best Tech so far. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
They're the brand.
Yep, they are the brand. You are correct. They're the middleman, right? But they're, don't get me wrong, what they're producing is
Mhm.
wonderful. They're doing some really good stuff. I've seen a lot of Best Tech OEM knives lately that have just sort of blown my mind. Um, and so no, definitely no shade on them. I
Mm-mm.
just want to keep my
Mm-mm.
prices low.
Well,
Definitely.
think about it. Okay, let's be honest. What's Tempest? Tempest is the brand. Rosecraft is the brand.
Right, right, right,
It happens all the time.
right.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
just they're the middleman.
Yep. But in this case, they're the middleman to the middleman.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
I'm the brand, and they're the middleman, and
Right.
they and
Right.
then somebody else is making it. So,
Right.
uh, yeah, they OEM the OEM work. There you go. That's what they do. And you know what they do? If there's one thing you can say is they must be great at project management. They must be really, really good at it. And that's something to hang your hat on for sure. See you, Ron. Have a good one.
To answer Jim's question, if you've been there, probably the people that have been there probably know what goes on and sees what's happening, and you'd be surprised at you know, again, this is all hearsay, but what I've heard from people that have been there is you'd be surprised at the knives, how many brands of knives are getting made in the same factory. So,
I've heard that from a few. Like, for example, okay, so we know, I'll just give you guys an example. We feel strongly that Concept is making this in-house, except I know for a fact that they sent out the work on the pivots to someone else. So
mhm,
somebody's doing that.
mhm.
When any of the companies black coat a knife, they're not doing it. Kubi is sending them out. Concept is sending them out. The black coating is happening elsewhere. So it could very well be that they're all sending them to X factory that just has it all going on. I don't know.
I don't know it.
Um,
I don't know it to be a fact, but I can almost bet that they're outsourcing their heat treat too.
yeah, I don't know
I
about
think
that.
a lot of companies outsource their heat treat.
It wouldn't surprise me either. Would not surprise me.
Yeah. Oh, I've been told by several people that you'd be surprised at how many the brands that are made in the same factories.
I can believe it.
Because what is it, Yang Jiang?
Yeah, they're all right
That's the
there
knife
together.
city. That's the knife
Yep.
city.
So my
And
understanding is that these folks, so let's just take Crazy K for an example, or
mhm,
Joyce from Concept, or Andy that I work with from Kubi. They're all born into families that are knife manufacturing families. And like all of these people go through the ranks, learn the ranks, and they take their place
mhm.
in their community, in the business of their community. So, yep,
I've heard,
that is correct. It's the knife city. And if you grow up in that city, you're working in knives.
when we were in Texas, I was hanging out with David, but we hung out a lot with Jeremy Jack Farm Boy,
Uh-huh.
and he's working with Kaiser now. And Neo from Kaiser was there, their production manager, and it was really really interesting and fun to talk with him about that stuff. It really was.
So, Rory, the answer to the question is QSP made my first knife, the Mach 51. And I have no problem with QSP. I just I wanted to do something more budgety. So I went with Kubi, and I got to tell you, Kubi blew me away with their manufacturing and what they're doing. So I've just kind of stuck with Kubi as much as I can because I'm comfortable with them. I talk well with them. I get good answers from them. They understand what I'm saying. I just have the best relationship with Kubi. You know, I kind of struggled a little bit with QSP in some ways, and I've struggled on and off with concept communication, but I don't really struggle with Kubi. We're on the same page. They and I have a very good relationship, and I think that's exactly what Kevin would tell you too. On the Devo side, they're just easy to work with, very much so. So It's nothing against any manufacturer. They all do good work. But I just, yeah, I mean, I would try Kunwu at some point. I don't have any problem with them. I just haven't gotten that far. But like I said, if you find a company that's doing what you want, the way you want it, and understanding the words you're using, you just tend to stick with them because they it's just, you know, I can have a conversation with Kubi. I know what to say, and I know you know, how to get what I want with them. Yep. It's just that simple. Yep.
Why mess that up?
Yeah. There you go, Aries. Aries is his own OEM. Very, very cool. Just like I'm my own barber, Aries. Scott, I'm my own barber, and you're your own OEM. So you like that, JB? Hey, I don't even have to tip my barber, okay? Oh, very cool, Sterling. Yeah, I'll be at Virginia Tech tomorrow for the Wake Forest Virginia Tech basketball game. So that's what I'm working, and then it's literally college baseball season, smacking me right in the face. So, Robert, there are tons of people in the community that do modding. I'm drawing a blank right now, though.
Oh,
the knife modders,
Dopey.
of course.
Dopey, my goodness.
Dopey's doing a lot of cool stuff.
Dopey. Oh my gosh. He showed me a couple of things in Texas. Wow.
Yeah,
wow. He's doing some
of
cool
the
stuff.
anodization patterns he's doing are insane. Yeah,
yeah.
I gotta send him something at some point, but there you go, Grom. There you go, Grom. Nope, I just do my own barber work. All right, I'm gonna need to wrap it up. It's 2:10, and I got stuff to do for work, and JB's got to get ready for work. So don't forget, tonight you got Bees Blades and a bunch of others, and then tomorrow you've got JB with Big Red. I mean with SKL. Wow, and that will be at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and then Monday night KF Live, of course. And you can at 7:45, and you can go to knifetubeschedule.com to see all of them. And then, as you guys know, I've just been doing random live streams for the fun of it. So don't be surprised to see one or two of those over the weekend, maybe even when I'm driving up to Virginia Tech tomorrow morning. So I would say plan on me doing one sometime between 9 and 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow on my way to Virginia Tech. That will most likely happen. So again, I won't be reading the chat. I'll be driving, but you guys can chat and we'll go from there. So very, very cool. But thank you, JB, for being here, and I hope you have a great March. I've got so many knives in right now that March is going to be full of knives. So and I know you're in the same boat. So that's great. So thank you for being here, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Every month, if you'll come, I'll have you. So guys, check him out. If you're not subscribed, go to Big Red EDC, hit that subscribe notification, all that good stuff, and go check him out. And definitely check out his live stream tomorrow. Okay, and like and comment on this when it's done. And thank you so much for all your support and for watching the Knives Fast channel. Later, guys. Have a great one.